Evening. Welcome to Friday nights with ESR. New start, new beginning, new tier system in place. This evening you're watching the World Touring Car Supercar Championship. That's what we're going to call it. This is tier 2. We've got tier 1 happening around about 20 to 8 this evening. That's the GT Supercars. I am meant to be taking part in that this evening, but I've got a lot of swelling and whatnot going on, so you know, sitting in the rig for too long is going to affect me. So do the commentary, I can move around. But welcome to Friday nights with ESR. New beginnings, you know, new beginnings. Tier 1 GT Supercars kicking off about 20 to 8 on Eldar Racing Channel 1. Then we've got this league here, Tier 2, the World Touring Car Supercar Championship. We'll call it that. And then on Tier 3, on channel number 1, Eldar Racing, is the Yaris Cup. All new cars with a GR4 category this evening. The GT Supercars are GR3. The Yaris is the M300. So it's all about, you know, you got to think ESR from the right about the beginning. BTCC. It wasn't that it wasn't any good. It was I just felt in my heart of heart a new beginning for ESR. Shy away from that sort of racing, the BTCC, and do this for a season. See how this pans out. The response has been immense. I've got you know, 100%. It's been really good. They love the tier system. It's something I thought about. I approached Nick, the founder of Eldar Racing, and the admins, and Kim. Kim's co-founder as well with Nick, and the idea was presented to them. Nick thought about it. It was actually being set up in the last 2 rounds of the previous season, the BTCC, and yeah, it took around about even now you're talking around about 5 week process just to get it all up and running. Just make sure everything's spot on. Like I said, I am meant to be doing the tier 1 racing, but I've got to get up and move around quite frequently, you know. It's sort of like every 20 minutes or something like that. So if I sit in one spot all the time, I get a lot of pay. But anyway, back to these guys. Group 4 category car. They are 1 tyre compound as well. Throughout the season, you can't use your race super soft or your races soft. It's a racing medium throughout. 3 races this evening. We have 10-minute qualification at 7:45 this evening, followed by the laps. In regards to the laps, we've got this all up and running, up and ready. But we'll go for the event settings and see what's going on. So then, we are actually doing one lap. No, not at all. I think it's around about 8 laps around here, something like that. But yeah, sit back, relax. I'll go through some rules and what to expect and what they've got to do, and so on and so on. Watch Frowny this moment in time. Open my can of drink. I'll go through what to expect throughout the evening. I'll post a link for channel number 1 as well, just get that in there. But once the racing gets underway, I'll get a bit more hyped. I do get excited, you know, that's just me. I love the racing, but like I said, new beginning, you know, all using that racing medium. It's about adapting to the tyre as well, because you got to warm up these medium tyres to the optimal temperature, then you get the full grip out of them. So it's for these fellas, whether they'll slide around, warm up the tyres on their out lap for qualification and do the flying lap. I don't know. It's up to each and every one of them how they race. But certain rulings are penalties for this evening. Get rid on the start finish straight, before the start finish line, before your next lap. If you do hit a car off by accident, just, you know, sportsmanship, just let them back on. It may cost you a minute or so, or 20 seconds, but just do it. Just do it if you can. Just get that, you know, get that started off. That's throughout the tiers, not just these. Tier 3 is there's promotion and relegation in all leagues. So there'll be a winner of the GT Supercars, and then the last 2 places, or it's normally 3, they'll be relegated to tier 2, which is this tier. And then you get promotion from tier 2 up to tier 1, and we get relegation from tier 2 down to tier 3, and then promotion from tier 3 up to tier 2. So that's how that works. So say if they hit someone off, for example, they hit someone off quite forceful, and they don't wait, they just carry on. It can be up to a 45-second penalty, and I mean, if the stewards deem it necessary to incur further penalties, they can actually get a disqualification, you know, from the next round, or a race of the next round, but that's their choice. But 7:45, qualification kicks off. I'm gonna just get the rulings up quickly so I can just double check I'm doing everything okay. Like I said, right, so in regards to commentary side of things for tier 2, I am only a stand-in this evening. I'm not committed to the full season, I'm afraid, because next week I'm hoping to be racing. So we are on the lookout for a commentator for this tier. If you want to give commentary a go, you're not racing and you're watching the stream, or you're going to watch the stream after, and you're like, yeah, you know, I might give that a go, just give it a try. We are looking for a commentator. We'll give you cake and drinks and sweets and whatnot, and chewing gum, just to just to make you happy. But it is very much needed for tier 2, or it's going to be a post-race replay, and I'm pretty sure the fellas don't want that. I think they want live stream every Friday with the other tiers as well. And yeah, but I mean, we want all 3 tiers live stream each Friday night, and that's a must, if I'm honest. So if you want to give commentary a go, or you know someone that could do commentary for ESR, just send them over to Nick or myself or Kim or Andy or Malcolm, wherever, and just say, yeah, hello, I'm here to do tier 2 commentary. But yeah, Frowny then, with the VW Scirocco, it's FF based, so it's front wheel drive based. It will bog down on a start finish as they get away at the start. But once this car gets into that rhythm, there's no stopping the Scirocco. It's going to be quite a dominant car throughout the season. I've got a lot of experience with this car, and I think treat the car right, you'll go a long way. D-Dot there in the Mustang. D-Dot in the Mustang McDonald's. He's probably drinking his, you know, milkshake and having his Big Mac and his fries and whatnot. But D-Dot dot 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 D-Dot dot 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 D-Dot dot dot. Yeah, so D-Dot 90, D-Dot 90. Yes, D-Dot. D to the dot to the D. But yeah, you know, this guy does commentary as well, so he wants to do dual commentary with me as well. That'd be good, you know, as a one-off. We'll wait and see, maybe as a one-off race for ESR. But yeah, D-Dot is a commentator as well. He's on Facebook. Check him out right about now. Check out Eldar Racing channel #1 YouTube for the GT Supercars and the Aris Cup. Brian Ross there, host of Wednesdays, and he does the Monday night GR3 League. It is sort of, I think it's coming to an end now, the GR3 League on the Monday night. The Wednesday, I think that's ended, but they're setting up a new league, and I've committed to commentary on that side for Brian. We've got Simon Smith there, Snod, in the Lexus. The only thing with the Lexus is a tyre wear. It's renowned for high degradation on the tyres, no matter what track, no matter what tyre. Ethan there, Ethan's come a long way. Ethan's father Johnny, he's racing in tier 1. We've got Ethan in tier 2. He's earned the place to be here. He's done so well in the MX-5. He's got L plates on that car. But yeah, Ethan's gonna do he'll do all he can, do a good job in the Mitsubishi as well. I'm gonna be watching him all season, whether I'm doing commentary for this league or I'm watching the race after. I got quite good hopes for Ethan there. Myself, I should be exiting out. Darren, exit out. Yes, let me just exit out a minute. Didn't realise I was still in the game. Hammer Games there. Nick the Hammer Games in his Frosty's mobile. He's probably got a glass of brandy or something like that. But he's the founder, the creator of ESR, the man behind the tables, what you see, the videos, and etc. etc. His wife Kim is doing all the thumbnails, the posters for each round, for each tier. But yeah, it is really great to see. They're great on the back of his car. Yes, Gamer Ace is Ismail Nemri. He's in the Mitsubishi as well. I've seen a little bit of his racing, but we'll see how he gets on throughout the season as well. 10 races moment in time. We are expecting around about a full grid, hopefully, but we'll wait and see. So 10-minute qualification. In regards to laps, I'm going to get that up now because I should have got it up already. Let's go on to Stu Shelton there. He raced in the GR3 league on a Monday. I know a couple of drivers. I don't know them all. Yeah, Stu Shelton there. Yeah, he's in the what car are you in there? The BMW M4. Wow, that'd be interesting to see that car going around. Phil there in the VW Scirocco. He's earned his place to be here as well. He was in the MX5 league last season. Nick was doing the BTCC, but he done a couple of one-off races, just to see where everyone's at. Hello Phil, flashing his lights there. And it was, you know, just to see where each drivers are based in pace-wise. It was done over sort of like a 4-lap race. Nick felt in his heart of heart he belonged in Tier 2. He could be more competitive in Tier 2. I did think myself I should be in Tier 2, but, you know, I got told otherwise, so I'm in Tier 1. Wish everyone well in Tier 1, good luck. Tier 3, good luck. To everyone in this tier as well, good luck. But we are roughly 11 minutes away from the start of qualification. So time of days as well, they will differ throughout each race. 3 races per night. So like I said, qualification, fastest first. Then we go on to reverse grid, which is slowest first. Fastest to the rear of the previous race, so yeah, that's a reverse grid. Then we head on to, that's a standing start as well. Then we head on to race number 3, which is a reverse grid again. So I said this last season as well. I do say it quite a lot. Well, hang on a minute. So reverse grid of race 2 for race 3. Yeah. So it's the slowest at the front still, but you would think technically, nah, hang on a minute, Darren, you're sounding silly now, but I'm not, you know, I'm right, because it's still the slowest at the front, the fastest to the rear, and a rolling start, you know, so you got the gaps as well. If they're doing Spa, I can't remember what tracks I did put down. I did create the track list for Tier 2, Nick done Tier 1, and Andy done Tier 3. They got some quite challenging tracks in Tier 2, especially one of them, which I ain't gonna say. That's halfway through the season. But let me just quickly get up where am I going? I'm going here. See, I'm not ready at all. Old age comes into effect, you know. Old age comes into effect. But yeah, great to be sat here commentating on these fine racers here this evening. Let's see what they're made of. Let's see who can come out on top, get maximum points, all 3 rounds, qualification as well. Fastest, that you get a point for fastest lap, point for qualification, maximum points for a win. So I'm pretty sure most of these drivers this evening will be wanting, you know, top 5 maybe, but we'll wait and see. You know, at the end of the day, it's what they want from the season, and I'm quite looking forward to it, to be honest with you. Let me just get it up, let me 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 get it down, let me get that down. What have I done with this? That one's not there, that one's not there. No, that one's not there. No, that one's not there. What's he done with them? Oh gosh, right, let me go this way a minute. Oh god, great start this, isn't it, Darren? Yeah. You know, you can tell you're from Bristol, you got a brain. But anyway, D-Dot, I'm watching your stream, but I can't hear you, mate. Good luck to you as well. You're streaming to all your friends and that on Facebook. You got the link as well, so yeah, you pinned the comment as well. Let me just go through Eldar Sim Racing, because me being me, I like to have everything, you know, everything in front of me. I normally do, but like I said, with the pain lately, it's getting frustrating. So in regards to what tracks we can expect throughout the season, so we've got this one, Dragon Trail Gardens, no, Dragon Trail Seaside, sorry, in reverse, the reverse layout. So they go through the life chicane backwards. Yeah, a lot of people call it the death chicane. Not with me, sorry, it's called the life chicane. So Dragon Trail Seaside 2, which is this layout, races 1, 2 and 3. Then we head on to round 2, which is Lago Maggiore GP2. That's the reverse layout as well. That's for rounds 4, 5 and 6. Then for round 3 we head on to Sardegna Road Track A2, so reverse. layout of that as well. So that's for 7, 8 and 9. You probably think, hang on a minute, Darren, you know, you're doing all reverse layouts for track. Yeah, this is why it's intended, to make it challenging for the drivers, because I'm pretty sure majority of them do know the proper way around, sort of like Largo Maggiore GP. They may not know the reverse layout. So this is why it's made, i.e. for tier 1 as well, to make it challenging to, you know, to earn their way up to the tier 1 come the end of the season. So for round number 3, Sardegna Road Track A, race 7, 8 and 9. Then for round number 4, it's not Big Willow, it's the Streets of Willow. The Streets of Willow technical track. You got to use a lot of that brain work, you know, a lot of focus. Concentration is a key. That track is slow but twisty. There is a fast section, but it's not very rapid indeed. It's a half of the straight of Dragon Trail, Seaside, even less than that, to be honest with you. So Streets of Willow, that's round 4. That's 10, 11 and 12. Then we head on to Circuit de Catalunya for round number 5. I mean, a lot of people do know that track. So that's round number 5. Then we head on to Nick's favourite track, Dragon Trail Gardens. That's round number 6. 10-week leagues as well, not in normal 8. That's been extended. So where have I got to? I got to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then to Scuba. That's round number 7. Again, a short, challenging track for a lot of people, you know. So Blue Moon Infield A. That's round number 8. But that's the reverse layout of Blue Moon Infield A. A lot of the drivers from the MX5 League will know that track, you know, from last season for the MX5, but it is actually the reverse layout. So yeah, I put in 4 reverse layouts of tracks into this season, as I said before, just to make it a bit more of a challenge for the drivers, you know, to earn their way up. We see what the top driver is come the end of the season. Then round number 9, Laguna Seca in America. You got the famous corkscrew. Yes, that's round number 9. Then we have Tokyo Expressway Central Outer Loop. That's along the long. There is, I think there's 3 different ones, or 4 maybe. But yeah, that's it. That's still tracks for the season. We head on to qualification in a moment or two, because I've got to be away around about 9 o'clock. Because me and Nick, see how I go, we're part of another league as well. 4 minutes to go to qualification, ladies and gentlemen. I can't tell you who's going to come where, who's going to do what, who can win what. We've got the likes of Ross there on his day. He's won races, I've seen that. D-Dot as well. Phil, I'm hoping for Phil as well this season in the VW Scirocco. I think he'll do very well. Stu Shelton there, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of Stu. I've raced with him once. William John Lane, he was part of the BTCC for a couple of seasons, but we switched to the tier system, the World Touring Supercar Championship, tier 2. Simon Smith, raced Simon Smith as well, had a good battle with him around the MX5s. Then we got Ethan, Ethan newcomer to the MX5 halfway through, but he's earned his way up to you know, to tier 2. And we've got Game Ace there as well. Game Ace in 9th. I've seen his racing as well, racing with him once. And we've got Nick the Hammer Games, the Frosty's Mobile in the Lexus as well. Let's see how he gets on. I think he's quite a fan of this car, but let me just get the keyboard up, make sure, because I'm having a few problems with my keyboard at the minute. A few keys ain't working, I don't know why. I get the chat up as well, I'm not being rude. And then we'll just la-di-da get on with the race, we want the race. But yeah, let me get this information up as well, because tyre wear and Nick, you need to change the laps, my son. You got it on 1 lap, Nick. 1 lapo. We're not doing 1 lap. You got it on 1 lap, Nick. So I think that's if we want to run hunky-dory nice and smooth, I think that needs changing, my laddo. Hello. Yeah, I come in now, D-Dot. Say hello, hello, blood. Hello, what do you want? Hello. So let me get it up in a minute. Let me get it up. Let me get it up. Nick, 1 lap ain't right. Hang on. Let me get it up a minute. Let me get it up. 1 lap. Right. 2 minutes to go. Nick's got to change the laps. Let me just get this out. Let me just say hello. Let's say hello to D.Streamio. Hello. Hello D.'s live stream. How are you? Hope you're well.
How are you doing, guys?
D to the dot to the dot to the D, you know? That's what I like to say. Yeah. Nick's writing now. A bit worried about the 1 lap. It isn't 1 lap. We'll be over by 8 o'clock. D to the dot to the dot to the D. Yes. It's not 1 lap. Chop chop. Hey. No. Oh my lord. What's going on this evening? What's going on? We want it run nice and smooth like dials. Yeah, let me just check everything's working first, you know. So we've got Frowney, Dean Atkinson there. Number 1 at the minute. He's yeah, fastest lap as well during practice, a 1:48.368. Then we got Stu Shelton there. Stu Shelton there in second this moment in time. Doing okay. Let me get this up. Race info. Get it all up so you can see what's going on. Then we got D-Dot there. Sorry, Phil there in third behind Ethan. How's Phil getting on lap time wise? I can't see because it's normally it should tell you. We've got William John Lane there in fourth. We've got D-Dot there. D-Dot in fifth with his orange helmet. Ethan there in this army mobile. Mitsubishi Lancia there in sixth. Then we've got Simon Smith there in seventh. Rossi in eighth. Brian Ross, that is. We have Gamer Ace in ninth. Then we have the founder, the guy that runs everything, in 10th position. So really, ideally, we should be having more drivers than this. This isn't enough drivers for this evening. I'm pretty sure we're missing a few. Whether they added Nick or I don't know, but we need to crack on the way now. We're a minute over, Nick. Come on. Choppy chop chop. Choppy choppy. Everyone's waiting. Everyone wants to watch the racing. We're here and we're waiting, Nick. Shoo. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Yes, good luck. Very good luck to each and every one of you, you know. I'm a listen while you're racing, bud. Cheers, Phil, mate. 1 person watching. This is what I mean. I should have done on mine, really. Got a lot more viewers, and, you know, that may bring a lot more racers to Eldar Sim Racing as well, you know. But, you know, I'm doing it on Eldar Sim Racing channel number 2. I have shared it around. Oh yeah, I need to put it on my Idle 4 gaming page, don't I? Let me pull it in there a minute. Now, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I just need to put it in my Idle 4 gaming page. Darren, you donut. Why didn't you do that before? I don't know. Why didn't I do that before? Frowning out the pits, 10 minutes qualification. Let me just whack it in here, Let's have a can of beer. Let's see what's going on. Let's go on my page. Pace. Live for round number 1. They're only doing our outlap, so I'm not missing too much. Alright then. It's Friday. No. Put that one there. Then I'll put that one there. Oh no, really? I don't want to be restarted. Oh god. Where's Nick? Is Nick gonna... What's he gonna do? Well, we did say qualification, quarter to 8, but I don't know if Nick will... Yeah. Just cut the brakes, Nick. That's what you're going to have to do, my man. That's what you're going to have to do. So, Frowny leading the way in a minute, doing his outlap, but unfortunately, we've had Pop Motorsport come in, so it looks like... What's going on here? So, it looks like qualification will be restarted. I don't know why, but we'll wait and see. Yeah. Can everyone hear me alright? Because I'm having a few popping up messages saying, Darren, you're not here. Oh, look at that fancy thumbnail there from Kim. I am up. Let me just check my voice. Ah, yeah, there's my voice. I can hear myself. So, leading the way on the outlap is Frowny. Starting his hot lap now. We're heading through the light chicane. Everyone knows the light chicane, but a lot of people know it as the death chicane. Can hear you fine. Thank you, Kim. So, we restart after qualifying. Yeah, alright, Nick. Yeah, so Frowny now. This way is it's great this way. The reverse layout Dragon Trail Seaside. So normally the other way, you come the other way, you're dropping down, but they're going up, then they drop down through the S's. Now, heading through the S's on the exit the S's, so I'll show you where we're on board with Frowny now, because he's the lead driver. Dropping down this right kink here, this right hander. Then you don't want to run it too wide over to the left, you'll hit into that barrier. So now heading up the incline slightly, we drop down, and we've got a left-hander coming up now. Perfect this. Don't run it too wide on the exit, hit that gravel, and you get dirt on your tyres and whatnot. So left kink as well coming up. Then we head to the final chicane, perfecting this as well. It's not easy in the front-wheel drive car, because the front wheel's like spinning up, especially when you drop the Scirocco into second gear. It doesn't like second gear. So now heading through that chicane. Head on to the start finish straight now. Got left kink coming up. Now it's flat out. Heading down to turn number 1. Has Frowny done a perfect lap here? He's heading over now. The start finish line. He has done a 1:48.459. So currently sitting on provisional pole. D-Dot there. D-Dot a bit behind. He's done a 1:52.656. So he's quite a way behind. William John Lane. Wilson up to second, 1:48.723. So 2 Siroccos at this moment in time, leading the way. Ethan in third. Wow, Ethan in third. This guy is only 16 years of age and he's improving all the time. He's currently sitting in third position in the qualification. D-Dot there in fourth. William John Lane in fifth. We've got Simon Smith there in sixth. Stu Shelton in 7th, just completing his hot lap now. It looks like it's okay, but he has lost a bit of time heading to 47.48 in the BMW. So he's up to 3rd, so he's took that off of Ethan. Rossi there, Ross coming over now, Brian Ross. He has done a 1:49.920, currently sitting on 4th position. Where's Nick? Nick the Hammer Games currently sitting in 10th. Game at 8 in 9th. Simon Smith in 8th coming through the low chicane. Nick the Hammer Games, how is he getting on in sector wise? Because he has been saying he does want to challenge for a title. We've got Game at 8 there up to 6th. D-Dot there in 7th. D-Dot in the Mustang. It's quite a heavy car that, so he's going to struggle through certain parts of this track. William John Lane, Simon Smith's Nick now heading through the final chicane. What can Nick do? Horses. Give with the bloody horses all the time. So then, Nick the Hammer Game's heading now. He's heading up to the start timing line now. What can he do? He's lost a bit of time somewhere. So currently sitting on provisional pole is Frowny, Nick the Hammer Games. He's up to 7th. We want to do better than that. We've got Wilson as well. Frowny coming up, start finish straight now, heading towards the timing line. Has he improved on his time? No, he hasn't. He's lost a bit of time. Can Phil grab that pole position off of Frowny? Can Phil stamp his authority down saying, look, I'm here. You know, I'm here to do well. D-Dot up to 4. A 1:49.811 for D-Dot. No, Phil's lost a bit of time somewhere. Stu there in 3rd. 1:49.516 in the BMW. So he's doing okay. D-Dot there in 4th. Rossi in 5th. William in 6th. Ethan Carrington there in 7th in the Mitsubishi the Army Mobile. We've got Gamer Ace in 8th. Nick the Hammer Games in 9th. Simon Smith in 10th. The Lexus is struggling around here this evening. You know, it's got a quite good top end, that Lexus, and I don't know why it's it's struggling quite a bit. Frowny still leading the way. 3 minutes to go of qualification. We've got Brian Ross there. Brian Ross has improved on his time of 1:49.812, currently sitting in 5th position. D-Dot still in that 4th. D-Dot in the McDonald's mobile, the Mustang mobile coming down the hill. Let's see what he could do. 1:49.811. He's dropping through now. Gamer Ace up to 7th. Ethan 8th. Nick the Hammer Games in 9th. Nick the Hammer Games does need to improve if he wants to make an impression this season, because he has said to me, I'm going to go for it. And he's currently sitting in 9th, and he want to do better than that. The racing mediums as well, and he's got a bit wear on them tyres. Frowny now heading down through the chicane section now, the final chicane. Nick the Hammer Games, as he improves, he's coming up now. 45, 46. Seems like to me he's lost a bit of time. Maybe just taking it easy. Has he improved? He's gone up 1 position to 8th, even down to 9th. Frowny now coming up the start finish straight heading towards the start time in line. He has done a, looks like he's improved a bit. No, he hasn't, lost a bit of time. Still on that provisional pole. Can Phil, he's got a purple sector there above his car. Can Phil grab pole position off of Frowny? So Phil coming along now, 2nd position. Can he get that? It looks like to me we'll get that pole position. Phil is coming along now. Can he grab pole? No. He's sitting in 2nd position. Stu Shelton there in 3rd. Stu Shelton in 3rd. D-Dot in 4th. D-Dot improving. Heading up through the light chicane now. 2 minutes remaining. People are opting for fresh tyres. Remember, there's no racing soft, no racing super soft, no racing hard, just racing mediums throughout this evening. Frowny still in way. D-Dot through the light chicane. Bit of braking there. Hits into the barrier. Very unfortunate. www.eldarsimracing.co.uk on the front of the car. Check that website out as well. Check out channel number 1, YouTube, Eldar Sim Racing. We've got the GT Supercars and the Yaris Cup as well. Rossi there in 5th. William there in 6th in the Mustang as well. 4th and 6th for the Mustang this moment in time. But Nick the Hammer Games, is he improving? He's in 8th position. He'll have enough time to do another lap. Frowny still leading the way in pole. We've got 11 drivers. We will restart after qualification. Gamer Ace there, done a 1:50.936, currently sitting in 7th. So Frowny still leading the way. Phil, is he improving? Tyre wear, they're managing tyre wear. Oh, Frowny, that has cost him massively. So unfortunately this lap will be aborted for Frowny, but Phil could just carry on. It's like, yes, look at me, I'm in my VW Scirocco. I'm going to go for it. Stu Shelton there in 3rd position. Rossi there, X into the pits. D-Dot in 4th. What can D-Dot do? Remember, check D-Dot out on Facebook. Check out Eldar Sim Racing on Facebook as well. Instagram, Twitter. Heading for the final chicane now. Don't forget to check out the other YouTube channels as well. There's a lot going on. We are driven, check them out as well. It's okay not to be okay. A lot of mental health awareness, MVP, MRC, a lot of them. But Eldar Sim Racing is where it's at this evening. Eldar Sim Racing is where it's at. D-Dot, has he improved? Looks like he has. No, he's lost a bit of time. So Frowny now, with that off, he's going to add this 1 lap to increase his time over Phil. Phil, 3.5 seconds down, so maybe that tyre wear is affecting him a little bit. Stu Shelton, is Stu Shelton improving? We'll see in any moment. As he. He's heading through now the final chicane. Now, there's a second between 1st and 3rd. Has Stu Shelton improved on his time at all? We're on a bonnet view, so say, but we're on the roof, Darren. So he's heading up now. He has improved on his time. By the looks of it, he has indeed. Gains a little bit, but not enough for pole. Frowny now heading around. Start of this lap. He's gone through the live chicane. People know it's a death chicane, but tonight it's called live chicane. Gamer Ace up to 4th position. Gamer Ace up to 4th, 1:49.594. Currently sitting in 4th position. Snod up to 4th now. Wow, Nick, where is Nick? Nick, you got it all to do, mate. You need to flat out with that car. Yeah, you need to put them frosties in your mouth and go for it. He's heading up now to start finish straight. What can Nick do? So say this is bonnet view, but it's hood view. He has improved by the looks of it. What can he do? Oh, he has improved. Still stays in 8th. So Frowny looks like he has got provisional pole. Unfortunately, Phil can't improve with that penalty. He does have to lose it on this lap. It's a final lap anyway. Stu Shelton there in 3rd position. Snod in 4th. Gamer Ace in 5th. D-Dot in 6th. Bottom line now. He's improved on his time, 1:49.733, still sitting in 6th. Rossi there in 7th. We've got Hammer Games in 8th, William John Lane in 9th, and Ethan Carrington there in 10th position. We have got Pop Motorsport in the lobby as well, so after qualification they all exit out, get Pop Motorsport in, he'll go to the back of the grid, and then we'll start the race for race number 1. So it'll be a grid set by host, so a manual grid. So Nick will put the drivers where they qualify, so Frowney, Phil and Stu Shelton, your top 3, very well done indeed to the top 3. Simon Smith just outside in 4th, Gamer Ace in the Mitsubishi Lancer, so it's doing okay. D-Dot as well in the Mustang. Where's William John Lane? William John Lane there in 9th. So the D-Dot is the better out the Mustangs this moment in time, but people will suit to different tracks, you know, so yeah. We've got a few drivers in the pits. We've got Frowney in the pits. This is why it's taking a little bit longer. We've got Ross in the Brian Ross in the pits as well. Nick the Hammer Games is still going around. Yeah, so check out Eldar Racing on Facebook, check out Eldar Racing on YouTube, check out channel number 1 as well, because they're kicking off for the Yaris Cup, the GT Supercars as well. Instagram Eldar Racing, Twitter Eldar Racing. I don't know where else Eldar Racing are in the social media world, but that's all I know. Nick the Hammer Games, what's going on? We're still counting down. We are, what time is it now? Time is it? What time is it? What time is it now? So they're running a bit behind. But yeah, they'll all exit out now. They'll all exit out. They got exit out. They can't race. Flashing the lights. Hello, fellas. Nice to see you in your cars. Your lovely GR4 cars. Exit out. Let Pop come in. Put them at the back. We'll get underway. Brakes will only be a couple of minutes, so we have got to get away to somewhere else. But Frowney, Phil, Stu, Snod, Game Ace, D-Dot, Rossi, Hammer Games, William and Ethan, please exit out to the pits so we can enable Pop to join the race. Thank you very much. All patching their starts, all exiting out. Look at that. Great time. Brian Ross there, exiting out, quick as you like. So manual grid, all got to enter. They'll be placing their positions and we will get underway. Pop Motorsport, he is an actual racing driver. I think he does. I looked on his profile somewhere. He races Mazdas, is it, or something like that? Yeah, he races. He does actual real life racing. So let's see what he's got to bring. Yeah, let's see what he's got to bring. Grid set by host. Like I said, we're running a bit over time, so it may be a case of race number 3 I just shut down quickly as they finish, and then yeah, we'll wait and see. In regards to laps anyway, in regards to lapos, we are doing, why is it on 1 lap? Nick, change the lap. Kim, if you can hear me, he's got the laps still on 1. Kim, if you can hear me, he's got the laps on 1 still. That needs changing as well. We're not doing 1 lap. I swear it's 6 or 7, something like that. Yeah, so get Nick to Kim, if you can hear me, just get Nick to change the race settings. He's got it on 1 lap. You can see it on screen there, 1 lapo. But we're not doing 1 lapo, we're doing about 7 lapos. And he's got 1 lapo on. 5 people watching, 6 comments. But I can only see 5 comments. So I mean, it's, yeah, we've got 1 lap. And it's not 1 lap. Yeah, it is, yeah, 1 lap. We're not doing 1 lap races, surely. Nick's probably all excited, you know, because he said to me, I'm so looking forward to this evening, new start for ESR. So the nerves are probably there. He wants everything to run spot on. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Don't know what's going on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just trying to figure this out. 8 laps, there we are. Right then, good luck to each and every one of you. You've got 8 laps ahead, lots of concentration. Try and keep it clean, go around the first left-hander. Apart from that, sit back, relax, chill out, and just watch everything unfold. We will be now heading to the grid. Start of this race, 8-lap race. The third race, I may have to exit out as they finish, but we'll wait and see how time gets on. Around about 9:05, that'll be okay. So head on to the race now. So Frowney on pole, we've got Phil in second. Then we've got Stu Shelton in third position. Pop Motorsports to the rear, misqualification. So it's all about concentrations for these gentlemen. Remember that. Just remember the first left-hander. You don't want to cause no incidents on the first corner. You've got 8 laps ahead, not 8 seconds ahead. So finally, it will bog down, and a BMW will take the lead of this race because it will just jump on through. So Stu Shelton, as I say that, takes the lead of this race. Frowney down to fourth. We've got Phil down to fifth. Nice and easy does it. Ends the first corner. Simon Smith off already. What's going on there? He's to the rear in the 11th position. Can we pick anything up? No, not at this moment in time. So then up we go. We have got Stu Shelton leading the way from Gamer Ace. So VW Schrockos will come into the room. Remember that. Winning John Lane in 4th position. So the Mustang's got up there. We've got D-Dot down to 7. We've got Brian Ross in the other BMW in 6th position. D-Dot looking down the inside there of Brian Ross as he made that move. He does indeed. A little bit of contact there, but Robin's racing. Without that, you don't have racing. So D-Dot now back down to 7. We've got Pop Motorsport up to 8th. Ethan in 10th position. We've got Simon Smith to the rear now in 11th. So up we go. Nick the Hammer Games. Where's Nick the Hammer Games too? How's he getting on? Still in light position, so he's got it all to do. Stu Shelton leading the way in 1st position, but he has got that VW Scirocco. Will come into his own around about the end of this lap. Watch out for the 2 VWs, is all I got to say. Phil looking to the rear there of Gamer Ace. He looked for that move, but he just backed out of it. He's still there behind Gamer Ace. Can he get his move done as they head down to the final chicane? Looking behind as well, we've got Rossi just falling in back a bit. Brian Ross, as he looks round the outside, Phil. Is he looking for that move? Or he just backs out of it at the last minute. Stu Shelton still leading the way with Frowney behind. Frowney behind in that VW as well. We pull out. Side by side, let's head down the start finish straight now. Side by side, Stu Shelton on the left. We've got Frowney on the right. We've got William John Lane in 3rd position. Just falling it back a bit now, but Frowney has to lead this race. But the BMW will sit behind him and say, yes, I'm still here. Frowney braking, so Frowney has to lead this race. The top end of that car will come into his own. Stu Shelton, William John Lane, Game Ace in 4th. What's going on back? Nick now up to 6th. He's made his way through. Phil Wilson there as well, side by side as they head up to the live chicane now. We've got D-Dot behind in 8th position. What can D-Dot do in the Mustang? Pop Motorsport in 9th. Pop Motorsport there, he's in the Mazda Atenza. So let's see how that car gets on. We've got Simon Smith there in 10th. We've got Ethan there in 11th position. So Frowney leading the way on lap number 2. Fast lap in a minute, 1:56.215. And on to lap number 2 of 8. Stu Shelton there, the BMW M4. William John Lane there as well in the Mustang in 3rd. Gamer Ace in 4th in the Mitsubishi Lancer. We've got Brian Ross there in 5th in the BMW M4 as well. Phil in 6th position in the VW Scirocco. All GR4 cars. Nick Hammergain's now up to 7th. Bit of a moment there as he hits that curb. Heading down the S section. Don't run it too wide on the exit. D-Dot in 8th. D-Dot in 8th. Doing okay in the McDonald's Mobile. We've got Pop Motorsport in 9th. Simon Smith in 10th. And Ethan to the rear in 11th position. So Frowney leading the way. I will do an onboard lap with Frowney in a moment. Almost ran it off track there onto the grass. So Frowney already pulling a bit of a gap there to Stu Shelton there in 2nd position. But we have got William John Lane looking to the back of Stu Shelton there in the BMW, and he's in the Mustang. So what can William John Lane do? Can William John Lane get this move done? No. Unfortunately, better exit there from Stu. So head on to the lap now, lap number 3. We'll do an onboard lap now with Frowny. I may be missing something, but this is what I like to do. So heading down. Downhill, the left-hander. Perfect this. Brake nice and early and hug it in tight to that apex. Yeah, hug it in tight. You get a nice run out. Nicely does it there. But just watch this lap. Get a quick drink. Refresh my throat. And my mouth. And everything. Heading through the live chicane now. Heading up to live chicane. A lot of people know death chicane. Tonight is live chicane. So yeah, nicely does it through there. How is Stu Shelton getting on? Stu Shelton there in second, dropping away now. 1.2 second gap to first and second. So purple sector there for Frowny. Dean Atkinson this is, left-hander heading up the incline now. Normally the other way around you come up, but we're going up, and then the other way around you drop down, but we're going up. Down through the X section. Normally it's up through the S section, sorry. So heading down, perfect this. Let's see how the gap goes between first and second. Yeah, Stu Shelton has gained a bit through that section there as he drops down. Don't run it too wide on the exit. The S is very nice indeed. This left kink. Then we head down to a left-hander. 1 second improvement on his lap time already. And he's done a, wow. Rossi with the fastest lap, 1:48.721. But Frowny's doing okay. 3 point, oh, what's going on behind? This is what I mean, see, I've missed something massive behind by me being on. I need to X out this. What's happened to Stu Shelton there? Stu Shelton, what's happened to Stu? I can't pick up what's happened to Stu. I don't know what's happened there, but he's had a massive moment there. He was in second, now he's down to sixth, so he's got it all to do. We've got Phil up to fourth. Where is Nick the Hammer Games? Where is Nick? Where is Nick? What's going on with Nick? Nick, 12 seconds behind the leader. What's going on with Nick? Wow, Nick. He's in the 11th position and he wants a title this season. Frowny there in first position. We've got William John Lane in second. We've got Rossi there to the rear. And William John Lane's looking for to move to head up towards the light chicane. Now, what is going on with Nick? And Stu Shelton as well. Did they ever come in together? They couldn't have because Stu was in second. Back we go. We've got, oh, Phil flat out through that chicane there. So without that car being there, he would have perfected that through that chicane. But with the car sort of like put him off. But Brian Ross there's got his, he's there and he's rightful to be there as well, you know. So up we go. Let's go up quickly. Frowny leading the way now. 4.9 second gap to William in second. And then we've got Brian Ross in third. Phil there in fourth. Gamer Ace in fifth. Side by side with these two. Wow, Brian Ross to the rear. William there. Can Brian Ross get this move done as they head through the X section? But they got to watch out for Phil as well. Phil, on board with Phil now. What can Phil do? Looking back now. Game Ace runs it a bit wide, side by side. Second and third as they head down to the left-hander now. What can Phil do? Can Phil get one of them? Nice dive down the inside there, Brian Ross. He gets that move done lovely. So Phil up to third position now. Mr. Dancehall making his way up slowly, but Frowny. 6.1 second gap to William in second. We've got Phil Wilson there in third. But it's all going off. We've got Brian Ross there in fourth. Brian Ross is not letting go easy. And we've got Game 8 slowly catching them up as well in fifth. And we've got Stu Shelton there in seventh. We've got D-Dot in seventh. We've got Pop Motorsport in eighth. We've got Simon Smith there in ninth. We've got Ethan in 10th and Nick the Hammer Gaines, unfortunately, to the rear in 11th position, 27 seconds behind the leader. Frowny doing okay so far, you know. A 1:48.038 is his fastest lap. Phil is on it. Phil is on it. He wants that second position, but he's still got the attention there of Brian Ross. And we've got the slow drive. We've got the drivers coming up as well. Game Ace and Stu Shelton. Fifth and sixth. D-Dot. Where's D-Dot in regards? D-Dot now is falling back ever so slightly from Stu Shelton in sixth. So Game Ace, and we've got Bannon going up ahead. We've got Phil Wilson looking to the rear. Oh, Phil almost lost it there for that chicane, but he's still behind William John Lane, and he's still in front of Brian Ross. We've got all going off, ladies and gentlemen. All kicking off. Let's go back to Stu Shelton there. On board with Stu Shelton, we can see the cars up ahead. We can see what Stu Shelton can do. Game Ace almost lost it there, but he kept hold of the car. We've got D-Dot there looking behind. We've got D-Dot coming up the hill now. So up we go. Let's go up one. Gamer Ace looking to the back of Brian there. And we've got Stu Shelton in 6th, looking to the rear of Game Ace there in 5th. And we've got Rossi there in 4th, Brian Ross in 4th. Game Ace, Lancia seems to be doing okay for that section. Seems to have a lot of grit. So Phil Wilson in 3rd. Phil Wilson in 3rd with William John Lane in 2nd. William John Lane is doing okay in 2nd position, but Frowney has got a 6.5 second gap. We've got Phil Wilson looking on the inside there of William John Lane. Will he get his move done side by side? Side by side. William John Lane still in 3rd position. Head down to the chicane now. Can Phil Wilson go for this move? Let's go on board. Let's have a look. Go up, down, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. No, it's what I mean with this keyboard. It's just absolutely playing up this keyboard. I don't know why. Ross there to the right of Phil. Yeah, Phil got it a little bit wrong as he head into the entry of that chicane. But now we've got a battle on here. We've got 5th. We've got 6th as well. Sitting in the background. 3 wide. We've got 3 abreast. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, easy does it, fellas. Easy does it. Oh, well held there. Game at Ace in 6th. But they all come as 3. They all came as 3 heading down that straight, you know, and it didn't quite work off. So Game at Ace now, unfortunately, in 6th position with that bit of coming together. 3 wide. Frowney leading away still. Lap number 6. 8.2 second gap. We got Phil. Phil's gunning for it now. Phil wants that 2nd position off of William there, but will he get it? He hits into the barrier, so that will cost him. Stu Shelton there in 4th, looking to the inside there. Phil, oh, nice move there, a little bit of contact as he goes in the inside. But we've got Rossi as well, looking at the back of Phil Wilson. Let's go down and have a look. Rossi there in 5th, Game at Ace in 6th. D-Dot now to the rear of Game at Ace. So D-Dot now can see Game at Ace, he can see 5th, he can see 4th, and he can quite possibly see 3rd as well. Let's go up, let's go down. Pop Motorsport in 8th. Then we've got Simon Smith there in 9th. We've got Ethan in 10th. And we've got Nick the Hammergains. Nick the Hammergains falling back again. 11 seconds. He's 15 seconds back, so he's lost 3 seconds already. The tyre wear with that Lexus, when that Lexus has tyre wear, it does affect it quite a bit. So compared to Frowney in the FF, he's managing the tyre wear okay in that FF, and that's good to see. We've got it all going off here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 5th, we've got 4th, we've got 3rd. Stu, yeah, very nice from Phil there. Stu there, sorry. Knew he'd done wrong, so he just backed off and allowed Phil Wilson to go on back through. Minimal contact anyway, but Phil Wilson in 4th. We've got Rossi there in 3rd. We've got William still under all this pressure, still in 2nd position. So William's doing a really good job. We've got Brian Ross here in 3rd. Phil Wilson will want that 3rd position off of Brian Ross. And now we've got 3, we've got 4 cars, we've got 5 cars, we've got 6 cars now heading down towards the live chicane. Let's see how they get through. Let's look back up. Let's have a look back. Let's see what's going on. William John Lane, he's through. Then we've got Brian Ross, he's through as well. Phil Wilson's through. Stu Shelton is through. Game Ace is through. D-Dot is through. D-Dot there. D-Dot can pounce, you know. D-Dot is in prime attack mode. He's considered. Oh, there. Stu runs it wide. D-Dot down the inside. Game Ace just up ahead. Stu managed to get it back together, and he's up to 6th. He's like, yes, look at me. And we've got Brian Ross there. Brian Ross now takes the lead. 2nd place, he's got Alpha William, but with these battling, that's enabling Frowney to just put his foot down and just go for it. Phil is dying for that podium position. We're looking back, we're on board with Brian Ross. Looking back at William, we can see them cars. Let's see what's going on. Can anyone gain to the back of Brian? Because I've got a feeling now Brian will pull away because he's managing his tyre wear 100% for him, so he's doing really well with that tyre wear. William John Lane now coming under pressure from Phil. Phil on the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact there. We've got Game Ace on the outside as well. Game Ace on the outside. Phil to that podium position at this moment in time. William John Lane in 4th. We've got Game Ace looking to the rear in 5th. Phil runs it a little bit deep. Gets it a little bit wrong. Bit of contact there on the exit of that chicane. So we've got Stu Shelton out to Phil. We've got Phil. Phil down to 6th now. Phil with 1 lap to go. What can he do? Can he pull it out the bag? Pop Motorsport in 8th. Ethan in 9th, Simon Smith in 10th, Nick the Hammergains, how you getting on, my son? You have gained, oh, Nick, easy does it, my man. Oh, now Nick, that's compromised him again. I don't know. I feel for Nick at the minute. I think the nerves are getting to him. Frowney now didn't lead from the start. He bogged down at the start. Fought his way through, back up to 1st, come the 2nd lap, and he's leading the last lap, still in P1. Brian Ross there, breaking away now from these cars behind, battling away. William in third, Gamer Ace in fourth, Stu Shelton there in fifth, D-Dot in sixth. Phil, I think Phil will be beating himself up this moment in time because he had second and third in the bag, you know, but, you know, close racing, it will affect you. There will be contact. Phil's annoyed now, I can tell by his driving. Stick with it, Phil. Come on, my man. Stick with it. Ethan there in 8th. Pop Motorsport in 9th. And we've got Simon Smith in 10th. And Nick the Hammer Games, unfortunately, to the rear in 11th. So Frowny leading the way. Still, Brian Ross put at that gap now. We've got William John Lane and Game at Ace Pan out 3rd and 4th. And we've got D-Dot. D-Dot looking to the rear now of... Wow, so D-Dot's on it as well. See what I mean about my button sticking? It's very frustrating. D-Dot now look around the outside of Stu Shelton there. Around the outside of Stu. Does he get this move done? Around the outside, he does indeed. Nice move there from D-Dot. Nice move there. So out the front we go. Frowny. Brilliant race. Brilliant race. Brilliant race 1 of round number 1. We head on to round number 2 in a couple of minutes. Race number 2 in a couple of minutes. So Frowny leading the way. And he crossed that line in first position. Very well done to Dean there. Congratulations. Rossi, Brian Ross. Brilliant racing there from Brian Ross as well. Crosses the line in second position, but we've got back behind as well. We've got, it's all going off. Brian Ross in second. Very well done indeed. William John Lane gets out third. D-Dot on Game Ace 4th and 5th. Very close finish there. Stu Shelton in 6th. I feel for Phil. He's in 7th. Let's see what you can do in race 2, Phil. Don't beat yourself up, mate. Ethan there crossing the line in 8th. Remember, second race is a reverse grid of this race. So we'll have the slowest at the front. He's not slow, but he's at the front. Ethan in 8th. Pop Motorsport in 9th. And Simon Smith crossing the line now in 10th. And unfortunately, Nick the Hammer Games crossing the line now in 11th position. He's in 11th, but what can he do? There's a bit of coming together between them cars battling. But I think... Yeah, you went deep, Phil. That's the problem. Nick the Hammer Games crossed the line in 11th. Yeah, Phil, you ran deep into that final chicane. I think that's what cost you the positions. You lost quite a few. You ran it deep. Your exit, the exit at chicane was all wrong, and that cost you massively, you know. Yeah, Nick, I hope you put it out the bag in race number 2. So, Frowny won that race in a pure domination once he got out in the lead. With the cars battling behind, he managed to put out that gap, and he done what he had to do. So Frowny took pole. He's a winner of race number 1, of round number 1. And then we got Brian Ross there fighting his way through as well. William John Lane did hold that second position for a while. Brian Ross in 2nd, William in 3rd, Gamer Ace in 4th. D-Dot made his way up to 5th in the end. Gamer Ace up to 4th. With the cars battling that, enabled the cars to slowly get up. Stu Shelton there in 6th. Phil ran it a bit deep on the final chicane, and that cost him a bit. So Phil there in 7th. Ethan made his way up to 8th. We've got Pop Motorsport in 9th. Simon Smith there in 10th, and we got Nick the Hammer Games in 11th position. The fastest lap was Frowny Dean Atkinson, lap number 3, a 1:48.038. We'll now have a couple minutes break. We'll head on to race number 2. Hope you enjoyed that. Sorry if I'm a bit slow with words. Like I said, I got a bit of swelling and that going on this moment in time, and yeah, it's meaning me to stand up, move around, not to sit for so long. That's what she said. I'm not saying nothing to that, Phil. I know what that related to, yeah. I know what I said. You ran it a bit... Why did I even say that? We ran it a bit deep. Darren, God. And again, I don't know what it is. Everything else works on the keyboard, yet these buttons here, I don't know. I'll have to sort it out after this evening. But we'll have a couple minutes break. We head on to a reverse grid race. 8 laps to go. What can Nick do? Can Nick just keep it together? You know, can Ethan get the win? Can Pop get the win? Can anyone get the win? You don't know. But I think the Siroccos are the dominant car this evening around this track. They have been renowned for it, even in daily racing. But Frowny there, phenomenal racing from everyone there. And then where is he? Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, so we'll probably kick off about 2026. So that race there was go on the lap chart. Yeah, so that's alright there. You took about 14 minutes to 26, 22. Yeah, it would be alright. Yeah, we'll be fine. So, race number 2. I need to check on what happened to the other leagues this moment in time. Let me have a look. I mean, I do apologise. Let me just get up, see if I get any results from the other leagues as well. GT Supercars. So,
it looks like Blueprint had quit.
So Timmy's leading the way this moment in time for the GT Supercars.
Johnny says, to be fair, I think the 458 is rubbish in GR3.
Yeah, so interesting in the GT Supercars, because there's some fast drivers in GT Supercars, and it looks like Timmy is leading the way. And it looks like who's in? Is that Fitzy in second? I don't know. I can't see if you can get the results up. So it looks like we've got Hatalad in first. We've got Godgift John in second. We've got Lee Fitzy in third. We've got Memorex in fourth. Dan Robo in fifth. We've got Johnny C in sixth. We've got Moz in seventh. So it's a few surprises, you know. Humphrey Matt as well. You know, Moz in eighth. We've got Timmy in seventh. So some interesting results there in the GT Supercars. See, in the GT Supercars, it's a few of them start on the racing hard. It's racing hard, racing soft. That's the only compound they can use. But they got to run the racing hard for one whole race. But yeah, some interesting results there. So Hatta looks like he's starting off with the win. But watch out for next week, my man, when I'm back, because yeah, I'm going for it. I may have lost out on a few points, but I'm pretty sure there's drop scores as well. So that will come into effect at the end of the season. So watch out for them laddos in there, the tier 1. Tier 3, let me see how tier 3 is getting on as well. We've had the results from this tier. So in regards to, they look like they're doing well. So I can't see who's won the Arrows League, but there is quite a few quick drivers in the Arrows League, but they'll stay there for the season. It's not like they get promotion halfway through. Finally there flashing his lights. Well done for the race to win, the round number 1, race 1. But yeah, in the Aris, I mean, the drivers may say, look, I'm too fast for the Aris League, but you know, unfortunately you stay there for the season. There isn't no promotion midway through. You just fight it out to the end in all tiers. You know, we're not going to give. And if someone comes in and they're known for, like, say, I don't know, Super GT joint ESR, they too will be in the bottom league, the Aris League. You know, that's how it is. So if you're interested in racing, Friday night racing, we've got spaces in the Aris League this moment in time, the Monday leagues as well. I'm not sure about the Wednesday. The Peugeot League will be starting up soon. So yeah, Phil, I think Phil might go for it this time round, race number 2. 156.33. So the fastest lap in the race 1 was a 148.083. Let's see what Phil can do, because I think Phil's done a bit of practice as well. Anyway, where's your Idle 4 gaming livery, Phil? I know you got your work livery on, but you know, I was hoping to see the Idle 4 gaming livery. That is my other YouTube channel. Check out Ellison Racing on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube as well. You're watching channel number 2. Please subscribe. Get the stream out there as well. Get people watching Pop Motorsport there. Let's see Brian Moncala. Yeah, Brian there. Brian there in his lovely livery. I think it takes him quite a while to do this livery, because it's all different decals and that, you know, the colouring of it. It's like camouflage effect. Yeah, so set grid by host. So it's going to be another manual grid. We start in a minute's time. Let's get underway. So D dot to the dot to the dot to the D. Let's see how he can get on. The Mustang is heavy. It will struggle around here, but in other tracks, the long straights and that, it will do okay. Let me just get this. Let me just say hello. D dot there. Phil watching Phil. Let's see if everyone's getting on. Pup Motorsport there in third. Brown in fourth. Game ace. Ethan D dot D to dot to dot to D. D dot there. D dot there. D dot there. And then we got Rossi there. We got Hammer Games there. Then we got William there. We got Snod there. We got Brian there. We got Brian Moncarnery. Is that what you said? Yes. Anyway, good luck. 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 Rolling. Rolling is for the third race, D dot. Yeah, it's not for this race, my man. Race number 2, round number 1, reverse grid. The people that joined late, they will start unfortunately to the rear. Moncarnery. I'm gonna call Brian. I call Rossi Ross. Until I can figure out how to pronounce his name properly, because the pain starts kicking already. Nick the Hammer Games on pole. Simon Smith in second. The two Lexus versus second. Heading down now. Ethan looks like he's got away okay. Nick the Hammer Games, keep it focused. Keep it together. And see if you can get that win. Heading down to the left-hander now. They're all out of it. Nice and easy does it. Pop Motorsport to left there. Nick the Hammer Games. We've got Simon Smith there as well in third. D-Dot in fourth. 3 wide heading down to the live chicane now. Easy does it, boys. Remember, you've got 7 laps ahead. 2 cars squeezing through. We've got Brian there to the rear. We've got Ross in 9th. We've got Wilson there in 10th. We've got Brian there to the rear in 12th. So Frowny 11's got it all to do. Remember, he's got a few more cars in this race. Down the inside there, Phil. So Pop Motorsport's got the lead off the Hammer Games. They are breaking away the top 3. So the top 3 already are breaking away. William John Lane there, 3 wide, 2 abreast, heading down the S's now. We've got Ethan there. Ethan on the outside of William John Lane. Frowny has took that 4th position. So Frowny in 4th, heading down now. Ethan there in 6th. We've got Rossi there in 7th. We've got Phil Wilson there in 8th. We've got Brian there in 9th. We've got Gamer Ace in 10th. We've got D-Dot in 11th. So D-Dot somewhere. What's happened to D-Dot? What's happened to D-Dot? Pop Motorsport taking the lead now. Still with Nick the Hammer Games high. So Nick the Hammer Games is looking to pass him, but I know Pop Motorsport won't give up easy. Pop Motorsport and Nick the Hammer Games now side by side as they head up to the start finish line. Along the start finish straight now, still side by side. Still side by side. Can Nick get this move done? Simon Smith. Let's go on with Simon Smith. On bonnet view now with Simon Smith to the left there. Pop Motorsport. He pulls out. Oh, Simon Smith! Oh, he went out a bit too wide and hit that grass, and that has cost him massively. So Nick now to the rear of Pop Motorsport. What can Nick do? Nick on the exit of turn number 1. Heading up to the light chicane now. Nick pulls to the left. Pop thought about moving to the left as well. Just defensive, but Nick will take the lead heading into the chicane now. Still side by side. Nick does take that move. Easy does it, boys. Easy does it. You don't want to ruin the races there. So Nick's still in the lead. Took the lead. Pop in 2nd. Snod in 3rd. Frowny in 4th. William in 5th. Rossi there in 7th. Ethan there in 7th. Game Ace in 8th. Phil in 9th. Brian there in 10th. We've got D now to 11th. Looking to the rear of Brian Moncarna or Moncarnery. Something like that. Moncarnery. That's right, innit? Yeah, so I call him Brian, and I call Brian Ross. So up we go. Nick the Hammer Games. I think he don't want to push it yet, Nick. You just want to take it nice and steady for a few laps. Coast where you can. Pop Motorsport there in 2nd. He will bring it on towards the end of the race. Pop Motorsport. I've raced with him before. Frowny there in 3rd. William John Lane there in 4th. Side by side with Rossi. 4th and 5th. We've got Game Ace in 6th position, so he's just sitting there again, just waiting for that opportunity. Ethan in 7th, Brian there in 8th, in his lovely livery, bright livery, camouflage effect there. D-Dot up to 9th, still eating his Big Mac going around, still eating his fries and milkshake. Ethan there ran it a bit deep into the final chicane. see what I mean about this? This is very, very annoying. The only way I can do it is by unplugging and plugging it back in. Right. Let's see how we get on now, ladies and gentlemen. So, Pop Motorsport taking the lead now over Nick the Hammer Games. So these two are battling, but remember, that will enable Frowny to gain up to the back. With the first and second battling, Frowny is catching them quite quick. William and Rossi there, side by side, heading up to the light chicane now. Rossi just backs out of it, but Gamer Ace still in sixth. He is buying this time to make that move onto sixth position. Fifth position. So Gamer Ace in sixth is still behind Brian. Now that Mitsubishi will have quite good grip. No, he doesn't make that move yet. Brian side by side there with D-Dot. D-Dot, keep it on the track if you can, my son. He did run out a bit wide, but he's kept it together. Now he's in the slipstream there of Brian there in 7th position in his camouflage car. Ethan there in 9th. We've got Phil in 10th. So it's always fascinating with like reverse grid races to see what can happen. But it looks like to me Frowny's kicking off where he started. So Frowny already has took the lead of the race. So he's not giving up so easy, you know. He's not giving up at all. Pop Motorsport there in 2nd. Still battling with Nick the Hammer Gaines in 3rd. William John Lane there in 4th. Battling again there with Rossi in 5th. Gamer Ace in 6th. Still just buying this time. Still just sitting behind these two saying, look, you two do error. A little bit of a kiss there to Rossi's bumper. Heading out the final chicane now. William in 4th. They're side by side now, heading up the start finish straight right about now. So let's go down and have a look. D-Dot in 7th. Ethan is slowly catching to the back of D-Dot. Let's see what D-Dot can do. D-Dot, I know he's got good pace on his day. So D-Dot in 7th. Ethan there in 8th. Brian in 9th. Phil in 10th. Simon Smith in 11th. And Stu Shelton to the rear in 12th. Frowny again, you know, he took the lead, and we got still these two battling away. 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd still battling away. William John Lane in 4th. They're slowly catching to 3rd position, which is Nick the Hammer Games. So they're working together this moment in time. But Gamer Ace is to the rear of Ross. So yeah, they are working together because the gap between 3rd and 4th is closing ever so slowly. So Nick, ideally, do a couple of qualification laps if you can. Yeah, that gap is falling ever so slightly. Gamer Ace still to the rear of Rossi there in 5th. D-Dot in 7th. Bit of a gap to him and Gamer Ace. Ethan still behind him. So Ethan maybe sit in the slipstream and gain to the back of D-Dot and help each other along. Phil Wilson there in 9th now. Brian unfortunately in the Hyundai in 10th. Do like that livery though. Very, very bright. Easy to stand out. Simon Smith in 11th. And Stu Shelton unfortunately in 12th position. So Frowny leading away again. 1.8 second gap. Nick the Hammer Games. Pop Motorsport. Ooh. So Pop Motorsport must have had a bit of a moment heading down the S's. And he's down to 3rd. So Nick, I think it'll be quite a tough ask to gain up to Frowny in 1st. But we'll wait and see. Remember, the Lexus will, when tyre wear comes into effect, it will affect it. But we've got Frowny leading away. A 2.2 second gap over Nick the Hammer Games. Let's go down, let's have a look. D-Dot up to 6th. So D-Dot now up to 6th. He's got past Gamer Ace there. So he's got past Gamer Ace. So D-Dot to the Dr. D is on it. He's looking to the left there of William. The both Mustangs banning out now. His head down to the light chicane. But William John Lane has got that bit of an advantage. So he will take the first car into the light chicane. So the 5th place over 6th. But D-Dot is still sitting there in 6th position behind Gamer Ace. Gamer Ace in 7th. Gamer Ace is looking for that move. So D-Dot looking down the inside maybe. He's looking for that move. But William John Lane does protect the entrance to that corner. So up we go. Let's go down. Let's see what's going on. Gamer Ace sitting in the slipstream now of D-Dot in 7th. We've got Ethan there in 8th. Wilson there in 9th. Brian in 10th. Simon Smith in 11th. And Stu there to the rear in 12th. So Frowny, 3.5 second gap. Nick's breaking away now from Pop Motorsport in 3rd. We've got Rossi there. Rossi there in 4th is gaining to the back of Pop Motorsport. The Atenza 4-wheel drive, it does struggle. The tyre wear is quite high on that car compared to the likes of the BMW as you see on your screen. So the Mazda Atenza is using a bit more tyre wear than the likes of the Lexus, even the VW Scirocco in the 1st position. So let's go down. D-Dot still to the rear of William John Lane there in 5th position. We've got Gamer Ace in 7th, Ethan there in 8th, even on the grass, but he's doing a good job. Brian in 9th. We've got Phil Wilson to the rear of Brian there. Phil, put your foot down, my son. He's in 10th. We've got Simon Smith in 11th. We've got Stu there to the rear in 12th. Quite a way behind now. Frowny, 3.4 second gap. He's now heading up towards the low chicane. People know it as a death chicane. I've said that before. So now heading up through. Get a quick drink, sorry. So yeah. Boats to your right as well. You want to see the boats, look to your right. So then, Nick Habergains is 2nd. Yeah, he's at 2.5, so he's keeping around that area to Pop Motorsport, but with Rossi there gaining to the back of Pop Motorsport in 3rd. So Pop Motorsport attention will be onto that 4th position, which is Brian Ross. William there in 5th, still with D-Dot behind. So D-Dot still behind William John Lane there in 5th. Ethan there in 7th. Then we got Gamer Ace in 8th. Gamer Ace in 8th. We've got Brian there in 9th. Phil is slowly catching to the rear of 9th position. Oh, massive moment there for 9th position. Almost lost it. You don't want to lose it there because that will cost you heavily. In regards to damage as well, damage does self-repair. It is on like Ethan. Ethan. What's happened to Ethan? Ethan's got dirty tyres now. And I'm sorry, I can't pick up the replays. I don't know why. It hasn't worked for a couple of weeks and it's very annoying. So Ethan there lost a bit of ground now to, because he was in 8th, now he's in 10th. So yeah, let's go up. Frowny leading the way, lap number 7. Nick the Hammer Games 2.6 second gap over Rossi now. So Rossi has got that move done. Whether he can gain to the back and Nick the Hammer Games in 2nd position, we'll wait and see. Pop Motorsport in the inside there, Brian Ross. Very nice move there from Pop Motorsport. So he gets that final podium position back. William there in 5th. Banau side by side here with D-Dot there. They're still side by side again. William's got that advantage. Will they head side by side, heading up through the chicane maybe? William John Lane's like, no, back out of it. Oh, William John Lane. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that. But D-Dot on the inside. Very nice move there from D-Dot. Very nice move indeed. D-Dot with a fantastic move there on the inside. So D-Dot now made his way up to 5th. Can he gain to the back of Rossi there in 4th? Rossi and Pop Motorsport are battling. So hopefully now D-Dot will gain a bit of time because Nick is 3.3 seconds away from 3rd position now, but he's 6.5 behind Frowny. Frowny leading the way. Is he going to be the dominator of the season? We don't know. But it's been known for the Scirocco to be a bit of an animal around Dragon Trail, Seaside, and Nick. Pop Motorsport and Rossi there banner out for 4th and 5th. D-Dot breaking away now from William in 6th. So D to the dot to the D is slowly going to make his way out to Rossi there in 4th. Let's go down. Gamer Ace is 7th. We've got Brian there in 8th. Phil there in 9th. Ethan there in 10th after his a bit of a moment. And we've got Simon Smith in 11th. Stu Shelton, unfortunately, way back. 24 seconds behind 11th. In 12th. So Frowny head on to the final lap now. Made his way through from the back to the front. Yeah, he's doing all he can this moment in time. Nick 6.3 seconds back. Oh, Pop Motorsport. Where's D-Dot in regards? D-Dot maybe can close up to the rear of these two, because these two are battling continuously. So that may enable D-Dot to slowly catch up to the back of Rossi there and Pop Motorsport, because he has broke away now from William John Lane. William John Lane in the Ford Mustang. What can D-Dot do? D-Dot is slowly catching up to the rear of Rossi there, 100%. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, so D-Dot now can see these two clearly, so he can quite possibly get that final podium position. He's looking down the inside there, Rossi. No, he doesn't make that move. So now heading up for the S section, the Mustang will have the power over these two. He's in the slipstream as well. Can D-Dot get third position? He's in the inside there with Rossi in the BMW. He just backs out of it. Maybe he's looking for these two to come together and he will pounce on through. In the McDonald's Mustang, he's Pop Motorsport there in fourth. Brian Rossi there up to third position. So D-Dot now maybe dive down the inside, or will Pop defend that inside line. So, and we got William as well. William slowly catching roll. D-Dot, can he get his move at all? The fourth position, no. Pop Motorsport is defending, but too much defending, it will cost you. Frowney, run it a bit wide onto that grass, but it's still in first position. Let's see what's going on. D-Dot to the side there of Pop Motorsport. He's looking, will he break later? He thought about it, but he didn't. So Frowney, very well done indeed, my friend. First position again, takes the win for the second time in a row. Nick the Hammer Games in second position, but we've got it behind as well. We've got Pop and D-Dot. Nick in second, Rossi there in third. D-Dot and Pop Motorsport side by side. Rossi third. D-Dot in fifth. Pop Motorsport in fourth. William John Lane there in seventh. Game Ace in seventh. We've got Wilson there in eighth. Very well done, Wilson. Made your way up there. We've got Brian there in ninth. We've got Ethan in 10th. Had a bit of an error, but that did cost him. Not there. Simon Smith in 11th. Coming around now. 11th position. I have to get up in a minute. This pain is really annoying. You can probably hear it in my voice as well. It's not there in 11th. Stu Shelton. Quite a way behind now. He's flashing his lights. So yes, look at me. But he's still stuck with it. He's heading around his left-hander now, quite a way behind. But yeah, great racing so far. You know, fantastic racing. Whether you're first, whether you're last, you know, the racing so far. We've got 12 cars, but Frowney's out on top, so he's leading the way this moment in time. But Stu Shelton crossing the line now in 12th. So he crossed the line in 12th. All points matter, don't they, in championship? You know, all points do matter. It's the 12th there for Stu. Well done to Frowney, Nick the Hammer Games, and Rossi there, the top three. D-Dot almost had it towards the end. But yeah, he got held off by Pop Motorsport. But we now head on to the final race. A couple minutes time. Head on to the final race of the evening. I am sorry, the exit at the end of the video will be quite abrupt, and I don't mean to do that. Just, you know, I've got somewhere else to be. See if I can do it. So then, let me just get the chat up this moment in time. People are talking. Let's go through the final result. Let me stand up because I'm in a lot of pain this minute. It's just very, very frustrating, you know. When I'm not in pain, I'm alright. When I'm in pain, I don't do so great, you know. So I'm just getting up, moving around, get me lights on, get me LEDs on around my TV. What colour should I have? Should I have red, or no, I'll have white today? So yeah, the final results of that couple of minutes. We will get underway. We will get underway in a couple of minutes' time. We go for the final results now. So the winner of that race from the rear of the grid is Frowney. Twice in a row now. Nick the Hammer Games in second. Nick the Hammer Games in second, but he's thrilled with that. Rossi there, Brian Ross in third position. Again, battling away, but he's managed to take the final podium position. Pop Motorsport in fourth. D-Dot was battling on the final lap with Pop Motorsport, so Pop Motorsport got it in fourth. D-Dot in fifth. William there in sixth. Game Ace in seventh. Phil Wilson in eighth. Brian there in his camouflage car in ninth. Ethan there in 10th. Simon Smith in 11th. And Stu in 12th position. The fastest lap was Frowney, a 1:48.446, lap number 8. Couple of minutes break. I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. I'll be right back. Right, thank you. So then, head on now to the final race of the evening. Round number 1. Maybe a few more cars next week. We'll see what happens. But apart from that, we will crack on with the racing. I'm going to disconnect the keyboard because the keyboard's not working. I do apologise. I'll have to do it controller mode. They now head on to the final race. This is a rolling start. So there'll be gaps in between each car. You took around about just under half a second. I'm going to stand up during this race as well. The pain is kicking in now. So can D-Dot maybe get the win? Can Nick get the win? Can anyone get the win? I think after a few races, these guys have got used to the cars and the track and the tyres. So it's all about now to focus and just crack on, you know. I'm going to do a Murray Walker and stand up. Stu Shelton there in pole. We've got Simon Smith second. We've got Ethan in third. Brian in fourth. Wilson in fifth. Gamer Ace in sixth. William in seventh. D-Dot in 8th, Pop in 9th, Rossi in 10th, the Hammer Games in 11th, and we have Frowny to the rear So then, leading away, heading down to the first left-hander is Stu. Let's see what goes on. I do apologise for using the controller, but I'm stood up and I can't stand there with a keyboard. So they all got around pretty well around that left-hander. Any moves done? No. Simon Smith has gained a bit of time there. D-Dot to the rear. William again. They're still battling away the 2 Mustangs of 7th and 8th. Pop Motorsport there in 9th. Rossi in 10th. Nick the Hammer Games in 11th. So Frowny, can he do it again and make his way up to first position? But Stu doing a good job. Now with the controller, I can actually do in-car. Now, so we see the steering wheel. Simon Smith there. Out wide, cut it in really tight. We've got Ethan there in third position. Can he keep that third? D-Dot already up to 7th. D-Dot already up to 7th. Battling away with Phil now. What can Phil do? Phil in front of D-Dot there. We've got Pop Motorsport as well, battling away with Gamer Ace there, 8th and 9th. We've got Rossi there in 10th. We've got Frowny in 11th, and Nick the Hammer Games to the rear in 12th. But maybe if Nick the Hammer Games just sits behind Frowny, you know, Frowny can carry him on through. But Stu Shelton will be looking for the win. Likewise, a few others. Simon Smith as well. He's one that will want the win. Ethan maybe. But he's being attacked by 4th there. Brian in this camouflage reveal. As they head through the final chicane now, winning John Lane in 5th. So yeah, Brian there, Brian to the rear. Ethan doing a good job of movement in time. I'm pretty sure your father will be proud. Battling going on about what's going on behind. D-Dot there in 9th. Seems to have lost the position to Gamer Ace. Gamer Ace there in 7th now. Pop Motorsport in 8th. D-Dot in the slipstream now of yeah, he's in the slipstream of Pop Motorsport. He's looking down the inside. Does he get his move done? He doesn't. Let me go and sit down this moment in time. Do apologise. Oh, let me sit down because up and down like a yo-yo. So D-Dot up to 7th. Yes, Darren, that's great, isn't it? So D-Dot up to 7th. So D-Dot slowly making his way up. Phil up to 6th. So let's go in car of each and every one of them. Phil into the barrier again. So D-Dot passes through the outside. So he's now up to 6th position. So D-Dot is on it. Let's go up and let's go down. Where is Nick? Nick the Hammer Games in 11th. Pop Motorsport in 12th. So Pop Motorsport in the Mazda Tenza seems to be falling back. Gamer Ace there in 11th. Gamer Ace as well, you know. Nick the Hammer Games up to 10th. We've got Rossi there in 9th. We've got Wilson there in 8th. We've got Frowny in 7th. And then we've got D-Dot in 6th. D-Dot in 6th. How far is he behind William? Under a second now between 5th and 6th. So yeah, D-Dot is on it right about now. What can D-Dot do? What can Ethan do? Ethan, remember, he's still in 4th. William in the inside there of Ethan. So Ethan now down to 5th. Ethan looking at the inside again of William. Does he get that move done? Oh, he's thinking about it. He did get that move done. Very nice move indeed. Very nice move there from Ethan. William, when he come back, we've got D-Dot as well behind in a McDonald's Mustang, eating his Big Mac, still going around. D-Dot there. So Ethan, bit slow out the exit at chicane. And let's go down. Let's see what's going on further back. D-Dot there in 6th. D-Dot in 6th. We've got Phil in 7th. But he has got Frowny behind. Frowny behind in 8th. So the two VW Sirocco's, maybe they'll work together, maybe they won't. Traction control on there for Phil. We've got Frowny there taking 7th position now off of Phil. So he's got that move done. Let's go down quickly because Nick the Hammer Games is in 9th. So he's there or thereabouts. So we've got quite a few cars battling up to 5th. So Stu Shelton's still leading the way on lap number 3. Very nice job indeed. But he has got the attention of Simon Smith there. Simon Smith in 2nd position. Then we got Brian there in 3rd. Brian in 3rd in his bright Hyundai Mobile. We've got William there in 4th. We've got Ethan there in 5th. We've got D-Dot in 6th. He's coming under pressure now from Frowny in a VW Scirocco. We've got Nick the Hammer Games there in 8th. We've got Wilson in 9th. So Rossi there in 10th. We've got Gamer Ace in 11th. And we've got Pop Motorsport to the rear in 12th. So up we go. Stu Shelton, lap number 3, still leading the way. What's going on behind? What's going on behind? What's going on behind? We've got battling Ethan. Ethan ahead of D-Dot there. D-Dot run out to that grass. Oh, yeah. So Frowny's sort of like helped D-Dot out there, but that has cost D-Dot a little bit of time. It's cost D-Dot a little bit of time, but Phil to the rear of Frowny there. Phil into the gravel now. Oh, God, it's all going off in this final. It's like a BTCC race. Phil Wilson there, now down to 11. Pop Motorsport in 12. We'll be looking at the inside there of Phil. He does. He gets that move done. So, at the front we go. Stu Shelton now. 1.8 second gap. Just not there in 2nd. Brian in 3rd. We've got William in 4th. Frowny in 5th. Look at these cars behind. We've got Nick the Hammer Games and Brian Ross banning out side by side. Side by side. Can Nick get this move done? Nick there. We've got Brian Ross behind. We've got Brian Ross behind. We've got cars battling behind as well. We've got D-Dot and Gamer Ace battling out as well. Still on board. Looking back at the 3 cars behind. Gamer Ace now's got that move on to D-Dot. D-Dot now in 10th position. So yeah, Nick the Hammer Games still leading the pack in 7th. Let's go down and see what's going on. D-Dot in 10th. Pop Motorsport in 11th. Phil, unfortunately, to the rear in 12th. Let's go in car with Stu Shelton for the minute. No, we've got battling behind. We've got Brian and we've got Simon Smith batting out for 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd batting out. Oh no, Simon Smith runs it deep into that barrier. But he's back on track. He will have dirty tyres. That will cost him. Maybe there's a bit of contact there. Very nice there from Brian. But Brian, unfortunately, now will lose places to William John Lane and maybe to Frowny as well. Frowny is on for a hat-trick of wins this evening. Can he do it? We'll wait and see. So let's go down. Frowny in 5th. Ethan in 6th. But Frowny's in attack mode now to the rear of Brian there. To the rear of Brian. Can he do this move at all? We're looking to the left there. The outside there. In the inside now of 4th position of Brian. Can Frowny get this move done? Looks in the inside. He does indeed. A little bit of a contact there. Bit of a touch. Nothing meaningful indeed. So up we go. Yeah, so Frowny's on it. Frowny's on it. Frowny wants that hat-trick of wins. He really does, you know. Stu Shelton, I do apologise again for my voice. I'm in a bit of pain now. So, oh, Simon Smith on the entrance to that chicane. In the entrance of that chicane, we've got 4-car battle, 5-car battle now. 4-car battle, 5-car battle, because Ethan there, he's sitting there, he's like, yes, you carry on battling, I'm going to come on through and just take all them paces off of you. Yeah, Ethan hasn't done it just about yet. Then Hammergate's in 8th. D-Dot in 9th. With these two battling behind, we've got 10th and 11th. We've got Phil Wilson there in 12th. So up we go. Stu Shelton. Wow, it's all side-by-side action again between these two here. We've got Frowny there to the right. He's in 3rd now. Who's behind? We've got Simon Smith behind Brian there. Frowny just takes it nice and easy. Brian almost hit into that barrier. Then we've got Simon Smith still gaining. And we've got, wow, we've got Ethan there as well. Ethan in 6th. We've got still on board with Brian. He's going to try to take William John Lane, but Frowny goes on through. But now it's for Frowny to gain up to Stu. 5.9 second gap with 3 laps to go. Ethan in 6th. We've got Rossi in 7th. Nick the Hammergates in 8th. D-Dot now battling side by side with Nick the Hammergates. In car with D-Dot. What can D-Dot do? We've got Pop Motorsport behind in 10th. So yeah, D-Dot slowly just taking his time, being patient, and maybe getting on the exit of Nick the Hammer Games, but Nick the Hammer Games can see D-Dot behind. So D-Dot behind Nick the Hammer Games. Will D-Dot dive down the inside? D-Dot to the left there. Nick the Hammer Games really gets moved done. We're on with Nick the Hammer Games, and D-Dot does get that move done. No, Nick's still in front of D-Dot. Nick's still got that 8th position, but we've got Bot Motorsport on the inside there of D-Dot. So we've got, what's going on back here? We've got Game Ace as well, and D-Dot batting out for 10th and 11th. So up we go, let's go up quickly, let's go up, shoot out, and now the gap between first and second is a 4.4 second gap, ladies and gentlemen. On lap number 6, William John Lane there in 3rd. William John Lane there in 3rd, Rossi in 4th. Rossi in 4th, batting away with Simon Smith as well. Simon Smith and Ethan side by side. Ethan up to 6th, Simon 5th. Ethan now dropped down to 6th. Nick Hammer Games up to 7th, Pop Motorsport to 8th. Game Ace to 9th, D-Dot to the rear. Phil Wilson at 11th, so D-Dot and Game Ace battling it out. Can D-Dot get this move? So the gap from, I would say ideally from Brian Ross and back is anyone's call. From 4th to 5th to 6th to 7th to 8th to 9th and even to 10th. So D-Dot up, so 10th to 4th is anyone's, because it's that close between a lot of these guys. That's quite fascinating, it's quite interesting to see that. Simon Smith now had a bit of a moment, or a bit of coming together there from a few cars. I think with Simon Smith coming on there, cost a few drivers there, but Simon Smith now, unfortunately, he's lost it, and that's cost him, and he's fallen right the way back. Very unfortunate indeed. So we've got Game Ace waiting. Maybe Game Ace thought he was to blame, but Simon Smith is slowly coming up. We've got D-Dot now up to 8th. He's closing on to, Nick the Hammer Games, Nick the Hammer Games. You see what I mean? You get that wear on that tyre. It's just a bit of lack of concentration, you know. So that's cost Nick the Hammer Games. He's got damage as well. That will self-repair quite a way around the lap. So let's see how Nick the Hammer Games gets on. Stu Shelton still in 1st position. Frowney is gaining to the back of Stu Shelton there. So 3-second gap between these two. Then we have got William John Lane there in 3rd. Brian Ross there in 4th. Pop Motorsport there in 5th. D-Dot in 6th. Ethan there in 7th, but Pop Motorsport now up to 6th. We've got D-Dot. D-Dot up to 5th position. Let's go behind, look at Pop Motorsport. They're still banning out 5th and 6th. D-Dot round the outside there. Sorry, Pop Motorsport round the outside, but no. D-Dot there, nice entrance, but Pop Motorsport is looking around the left. Little bit of contact there from Nisu, but D-Dot still has that 5th position. Ethan, will he go for the middle with his loaner plates on his car? So yeah, D-Dot still in 5th. Yeah, Pop Motorsport. D-Dot now can maybe break away and gain to the back of Brian Ross there in 4th position. Nick the Hammer Games, unfortunately, that damage has repaired, but it has cost him. Maybe he'll come back next week and show what he's made of. Round Lago Magori GP. So Stu Shelton leading the way, 2.8 second gap. We'll be heading on to the last lap in a moment or two. I will end the stream quite quick at the end of the race. I do apologise. William there in 3rd. I probably won't last that race anyway. Rossi there in 4th. D-Dot in 5th. Still with Pop Motorsport behind in 6th. So yeah, D-Dot 5th position. Ethan having a good race this time around in 7th. Phil Wilson there in 8th. Brian in 9th. Nick the Hammer Games in 10th. It's no, I'm not going around that corner, I'm going to go over it. And Game Ace in 11th. We've lost Simon Smith, very unfortunate. So Stu Shelton, can you get your first win of the series? We'll wait and see. Yeah, he's 2.4 compared to the Scirocco. Head on to the final lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Frowney there in 2nd. William John Lane there in 3rd. Rossi in 4th. D-Dot in 5th. Pop Motorsport in 6th. Ethan in 7th. Wilson in 8th. Brian in 9th. Nick the Hammer Games in 10th. And Gamer Ace in 11th. I don't know who will do commentary next week. We are still looking for someone. So if you know of anyone, please do send them forward. Even if they can help out for a couple of races, just to help us out a little bit. That will be very much appreciated. But yeah, been a great evening so far, you know, on the final lap of this race. let's see what they can bring throughout the rest of the season. They have got another 9 rounds to go this season, so yeah, it's yeah, very, very good. So Stu Shelton looks like he will be on to his first win of the season. Frowney has grabbed 2. He may get the 3rd. We don't know. Anything can happen in racing. The fastest lap is Frowney 1:48.241. Brian Ross there in 3rd, battling out with William. They're side by side. His head down the S's now. William clips the curve. Nice and easy does it, boys. Don't want to ruin the races. Nice racing from these two. Very nice racing indeed. William now up to 3rd. Rossi will be looking for that move now onto William there. They broke away now from 5th position. So then, up we go. Let's see what's going on. Brian Ross there. Brian Ross, bit of a moment on the exit, that corner. But Stu Shelton now will be heading through the final chicane. He has kept that margin over Frowney, but Frowney has closed it. So then, yeah, so Frowney in 2nd. Another lap, he would have done it, but Stu Shelton, very well done indeed, Stu. He is the winner of race number 3 of round number 1. Frowney takes 2nd. William, will he hold on to 3rd? It looks like he will. William John Lane in 3rd. We've got Rossi there in 4th. D-Dot crossing the line now in 5th. Very good race from D-Dot as well. Pop Motorsport as well in 6th position. Ethan there in 7th, holding off Brian there side by side. Ethan in 7th, Brian in 8th. Phil Wilson there in 9th. Nick the Hammer Gaines in 10th. And we have Gamer Ace to the rear in 11th. Like I said, we are looking for a commentator for next round, which is round number 2. So if you know of anyone, please do send them forward. Check out Eldar Sim Racing on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check us out on YouTube as well, channel number 1. But yeah, apart from that, well done, Stu. I'm going to crack on now, go for the race results, and then I will sign off. Sorry to cut it. That's alright, mate. No worries. No worries at all. So then, final results were, go for that quickly, Stu Shelton in 1st, Frown in 2nd, William 3rd, Rossi 4th, D-Dot 5th, Pop Motorsport in 6th, Ethan 7th, Brian in 8th, Phil Wilson in 9th, Nick Hamgaze in 10th, Game Ace 11th, Snod in 12th, fastest lap Frowney, lap number 8, 1:48.162. Apart from that, have a great evening, have a great weekend. Hopefully we'll have this live stream next week. But apart from that, I've been Idle for Gaming, Darren Baldwin. Remember, check us out. Thank you. Bye bye.